So today we are replacing the water pump on the 1997 GMC Suburban. It has been leaking a lot. It's about to get cold. It's going to snow tomorrow. So we want to change this so we can get some heat in the cabin. Don't mind my big mess here. We need 10 millimeter impact, battery, and if you don't have a fan clutch removal tool, I highly suggest you get one. You can use a big enough crescent wrench, but I don't have one, so this is pretty cheap on Amazon. So first thing we are going to do is remove the fan shroud, and it is 10 millimeter bolts, 3 up here, 2 down there, 2 down there. There. There we go. Now I need to remove the fan clutch. That's where this tool comes in handy.
Brand new.
Brand new. Brand new, made in China.
Everything's made in China.
This piece here, bolts in, those bolts to hold it. 10 millimeter. So you pull 2 of the bolts all the way out, and then you use them to bolt that handle on. Sometimes you're lucky enough that the belt will have enough tension on it. You can smack that wrench a couple times with a dead blow hammer or something like that and get it to break loose. This one, however, is pretty tight. Okay, so you can see here, we're just going to do that into that fan pulley there. These 2 bolts. It is a tight squeeze, so you will probably drop the bolt like I almost just did. Whew. Just want to get them to thread in a little bit. There we go. And the other one. There we go. That gives us something to leverage to lock it in place like that. This one is 36 millimeter. So you could just get a 36 millimeter wrench or an adjustable wrench that can get to 36 millimeters. And despite what a lot of people think, it is not reverse thread on these ones. It is regular thread. So there you go. So now we can take these off again. Put them in your pocket for later. Okay, so next what we want to do is take some tension off of the tensioner. So your tensioner's right here, 1/2 inch drive. Sorry, not 1/2 inch drive. Like that. Pull the tension off and remove the belt. Save all that because you'll need it. Now the water pump there are 2 hoses coming in the top here. Your lower radiator hose here, and then there are 4 bolts here and here. 2 here, 2 here. If you're full of coolant, it's all gonna come out. I don't think I'm full of coolant. Okay, so they're 15mm bolts on the water pump. Just grab this last one with a ratchet. 4. Okay, so now we're just going to remove these hose clamps. There is the old water pump. And you can see where it's pretty much been leaking from. So it looks like it's been leaking internally in here and also from here a bit. I think this is just from me pulling it. Alright, so here we've got the new water pump with some new gaskets. I just bought a cheap one off of Amazon. I mean, you could probably find one even cheaper on Rock Auto. But I took a look at it already. Looks like it matches. We will bolt this up, make sure there's nothing stuck on the inside surface of the engine and that the leftover old gaskets aren't still in there. So we will put a bolt through with the new gasket on each side, line it up there, get it kind of tight, and then we will wrestle our old hoses back on. So let's do that. I don't know, you can probably put like some RTV or something like that on here if you wanted, to help these stick a little better. Lower this down in here. Just put this. So those are all on there now. Started. Gaskets are lined up. Tighten them all down to specified torque. So we've got this hose here, needs to be hooked back up to there. This little itty bitty guy here hooks up these two. That's going to be a pain in the ass now that the water pump's on. And then the big lower radiator hose. And then we got the fan pulley to put on, fan clutch, fan shroud, and then fill it up with coolant. Go. Okay, so I recommend putting this one on. And actually, I can just move this clamp back down. There. That line back up. Gotta get this bottom one on. Okay, so got the clamps back on. Next thing we will do is put the pulley back on. Right here. These are, again, 10 millimeters, 4 bolts. Finger tight, and we'll tighten them up. There we go. Okay. So you can see here we've got a diagram for our fan belt pulley system. So we'll put this up here so we can see it. Put it around the crank, down below here. Up and over to the water pump, over here to the power steering, over the AC, down around this one, up over the alternator, and then around the tensioner. Alternator to make sure the grooves are all sitting in where they should be. Now we can do the fan and fan clutch. This just threads on here like this. Just give it a quick little tighten. Okay, then fan shroud. Just a couple of clips. Okay, so we've got it all back together. Hopefully no leaks. We're just going to fill up and burp the coolant system. So here in Canada, we mix this stuff 50-50. So I'm just using the cheap universal green stuff. Okay, so that was one jug of coolant and a jug of water. Okay, so it's not full yet. What we have to do now is burp the system. Okay, so we're going to start it up with the cap off, and I'm going to turn the fan setting on low and the heat setting on high, and then that'll help the whole system circulate once it gets up to temperature, and then we'll see this level start to deplete as it cycles through the system. Okay, so now that the coolant system's all burped, we will finish topping it off here. I'm going to put this on, see if we got heat blowing in the cap. Yeah. Heat works good. gotta top up the Okay, so that is how you change the water pump on a 1997, really 88 through 98 GMC or Chevy. Pretty typical, and heater works now, everything's good, no more leaks. If you enjoyed this content or learned anything from it, make sure you hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks guys, keep cruise culture alive.
Got a two-tongue weight from my hairline to my back.